And welcome to the NCHSAA third round from Myers Park Gymnasium. I'm Ford Martin. We're glad to have you here tonight. It's the number 5 seed of the Northern Guilford Nighthawks taking on the Mustangs of Myers Park. Hello, friends. Glad to have you here with us today. Coming right up, 4 periods of high school basketball, and it's all going to be centered around the visiting team of Northern Guilford, and there she is right there, Lena McField, averaging 23.2 points per game. You see it, just over 7 rebounds, and this is a team that is struggling when it comes to available players. Not a lot of available players tonight for this team, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for them when they take on the Mustangs of Myers Park. And it's all going to be centered around Laura Lassiter. Laura Lassiter, one of those players that's going to be tough to watch out for, and she's one of those that's probably going to be announced here in just a few moments here. But right there you see it. 20 points per game, just over 4 rebounds per game, 3.3 assists per game. In the last game that they had over Porter Ridge, which is the game they won 62-44, she was not the only one that was noticeable on the court that night. Players like Jaron Truesdale, but also a player in Raven Alexander. Raven Alexander was another one that night that was in the face of all the different players. So she is definitely going to be one that we have to look out for tonight. Then you have a girl like Shayla McDaniel. Now we got to talk about her a little bit. 19.8 points per game, just over 4.2 rebounds per game, and 2.7 assists per game. Going to be one tonight. Gets very explosive. Had a lot of good plays underneath the basket where she just kind of found herself open, squeaked her way along those baseline. That's going to be something where at least the Northern Guilford Nighthawks are going to have to look after. The Nighthawks, like we mentioned, they are very limited on the amount of players. I talked to Josh Evans pregame. He said it's going to be a challenge. It's something we're going to have to, take care of our players, maybe a little bit longer extended timeouts if we need to. They said their stamina is good, but it's all going to have to come down to just taking care of their players, making sure they're making the right decisions. That is something where Myers Park definitely has the edge on them, where they have significantly way more players dressed for tonight's game. So that's going to be something to look after. Now, when you look at the third round, the number 1 seed of Watauga taking on Mallard Creek, number 8. They will play the winner of tonight's game, the number 4 seed of Myers Park and the number 5 of Northern Guilford. So 2 big teams coming into tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun right here on Bahakel Sports, and we're so glad to have you here for tonight. This is game 1 of 2 games that we will be having this evening. Now the Independence Patriots and Myers Park, they will be facing off again tonight. So game 1 of 2 that is here for this evening. Well, again, thank you for joining us here on Bahakel Sports. Going to be an exciting matchup tonight. As we get set, national anthem is done. See there, Josh Evans along with his team as they get set up here for the third round matchup. Now Myers Park coming off their win, 26-2 on the season, coming off their win against Porter Ridge, 62-44. Then Northern Guilford and the 5 seed, 28-1 on the year. They're on a 19-game win streak. And they're coming off their win against Audrey Kell, 74-70. So here we go. 8 minutes as we get set. Myers Park in white, Northern Guilford and the Nighthawks in black. The stage is set, and here we go from Myers Park Gymnasium. It's the Myers Park Mustangs and the Nighthawks of Northern Guilford. And it starts out with the white jerseys. Myers Park with the opening possession. Starting out now with Jaron Truesdale, who has that stripped away. Truesdale, who received her previous game 1,000 points for her career. She was honored pregame by her squad. And that big win that they had against Porter Ridge. A 3 on the way to start out. That one is no good. Northern Guilford averaging 66.3 points per game overall to Myers Park's 56. Here's McDaniel, one of our players to watch. She rims that one in to get the first points of the night, and Myers Park strikes first. And a traveling violation is called. Myers Park head coach, led by Barbara Nelson, Josh Evans for the Nighthawks. As you can see him there in the bottom right of your screen. McDaniel back to Lassiter. Lassiter sprints forward to the basket. Looks like he got held up inside. Nice play. Trying to hold that one up was DeLisa. Melina DeLisa, about 5 points, make that 5 assists per game. Now, currently right now on the Northern Guilford side, only 3 players on the bench. So as we mentioned in pregame, never rotating of players will not really be as much available to Northern Guilford tonight. Here's a pop outside in the corner for 3. That one's on the way. That shot is missed by Kara Trippett. That one, defensive rebound by Myers Park, and it's McDaniel who take that one up. And she'll be called for the travel. .5:54 to go. 2-0 the lead for Myers Park. Taking this one up by DeLisa. DeLisa will cut on the near side. Runs into a brick wall basically right there of Amani Bruner, who's all over her. Take it back by Truesdale. Has a streak in it. Xander there the other way. She can't hold it in. And result in Jasmine Harris, who's a very sharp shooter, will recover that turnover. They're going to call that one there on McDaniel. And DeLisa for Trippett. Trying to cut inside. What are they going to call? Another travel. That's 2 out of the last 3 possessions that have been called for travel by Northern Guilford. And now Myers Park will play with a little full court defensive action now by the Nighthawks. Taking that on up. A 2-on-2 developing up here inside. And that one just rattles out. Offensive rebound and can't get it to go. But she will go to the free throw line. Amani Barner, who was very noticeable in that win against Porter Ridge, taking on that win 62-44. 5:06 to go and trying to have the opportunity to extend the lead for Myers Park. And gets it to go. And rattles in both. Gives the lead to Myers Park with Northern Guilford, who's been playing pretty solidly defensively. Just needs to get one to go. Step back 3 on the way. One of our players to watch. Saw it right there. McField gets her own rebound, and she draws the foul. And they're going to call that on Alexander. That's going to be her first, and the team's first foul. 4:53 to go. And gets it to go. So Lena McField, talking about her a little bit, 23.2 points per game and just averaging over 7.5 rebounds per game. A sharp shooter, and that's somebody that Barbara Nelson, as she knocks down her second free throw to get the first points of the night to Northern Guilford, someone they're really going to have to watch after. Here's a 3-on-1 developing, leaving Christian all by herself. Offensive rebound on the way, can't get it to go. Second opportunity shot, and they're going to get an over-the-back foul as Jasmine Harris will draw that, and they're going to call that on the 1,000-point shooter herself, Jaren Truesdale, which is going to be her first foul. 4:35 to go. Try to cut inside, which is wide open. Truesdale got a hand on there, breaking that up on the quick dish to try and find Jasmine Harris down low. And couldn't to go, but Harris will toss it in. And the near pick there by Bayer. Spin move back out. That one just goes off the hands. Back the other way, using the elusive speed herself, going up. Can't get to go is Barner, but draws the foul on the offensive rebound. So McDaniel, who had a couple fouls herself early going, this will send her to the free throw line. And just off the front of the iron on her shot. McDaniel, like we talked about a little bit, one of our players to watch, really was a streaky player there in the first half against that game against Porter Ridge. Found a lot of looks inside on the baseline where she would find herself open after a little pick and roll, cut inside, and you would see a lot of dishes that you would find from Barner, who would find her down low, cut inside, she would put it home. So puts home both free throws. They're going to make a switch in here and a sub. Elizabeth Wilson now will make her way in. 4:16 to go. 5-2 your score. Myers Park on top. Myers Park in the white if you're just joining us. Northern Guilford in black and purple. Out front there is McField, who hands it back over for three. And a nice shot by Kara Trippett. We'll tie this game up. Just under 4 to play. Truesdale now will send it around the arc. Cut inside, lose it, throws a bowling ball pass inside, and they're going to call a travel. 5-5 your score with 3:46 to go. Our first media timeout of the night. Myers Park, Northern Guilford tied up here in Myers Park Gymnasium. Tonight's Bahakel Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, your outdoor kitchen and tailgate headquarters, and by Acasa Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, the household name for quality and trust, and by Charlotte's hometown legal team. If you're injured, call the Downer Law Firm. Welcome back here on Bahakel Sports. 5-5 is your score. 3:46 to go in the third round of the NCHSAA third round women's high school basketball playoffs. It's a long one to kind of say right there. 5-5 with Northern Guilford on the possession right now. Trying to cut inside to the basket. Nice floater, but airballs that one was DeLisa. Lasser will hold this one up with 3:09 to go. Truesdale now sidesteps, finds her partner on the outside on the shot by Barner and puts it through. The first three-pointer of the night for Myers Park. And it extends the lead for the Mustangs. Man defense here by the Mustangs. Shot on the way. Can't get it to go. Truesdale's there on the board. Truesdale now zigzags her way in all the way to the rim and can't put it through, but she will draw the foul. Oh, it's going to go it's going to go the other way. They're going to call that. Let's see, the refs might be correcting their call here. They originally have said it was on Amani Barner. Let's see what they're going to end up saying here. They're going to call that instead on Lena McField. So they corrected their call, and right now, Josh Evans is going to give it to him right there, not agreeing with that call. Thought it may have been a charge. Truesdale is there on the feed. Tries to throw that one up, can't get to go. Offensive rebound and puts it in. And a nice board inside, a kiss off the glass was Barner. She's been noticeable in this one so far. Here's a rainbow shot by McField and gets it to go. Puts the lead within 3. McDaniel now at the point. Spin moves back out of it. Finds her partner in Barner. To Wilson. Oh, it's on the baseline, and they're going to say she caught that one with her foot right on that baseline, that green painted line. And this will be a turnover and hand the ball right back to McField and the Nighthawks. McField, who sidesteps that one. They're going to call Alexander on that one. A quick reach in. And this is going to involve Summer Thomason now checking into the game for Alexander. For the 4th team foul, that's Alexander's second. This will be a toss in here. Behind the basket. Oh, wide open by herself was McField. I don't think McField could believe how open she was. You should have saw the shock on Melina DeLisa's face when she saw McField wide open like that and back the other way. Truesdale knocks one in. 1:05 to go. And a blocking foul, and it's been a foul frenzy on this side of the court. And it's been involving those that are wearing a couple white jerseys. Barbara Nelson right now looking to her bench. Trying to tell her team to calm down a little bit. Take their time. That's Olivia Bayer at the line. She gets it with a go. With 1:02 to go. Goes 1 for 2. Truesdale will take a break. Bring in Jimenez Willis and back the other way. Cutting inside there is Elisa. Off that turnover. 45 seconds to go. We're notched at 12. 12 your score, and Josh Evans did not like the reach in there by Olivia Bayer, being a little too aggressive. Lassiter now will join in, checking in for our teammate there, Thomason. Lassiter. 25 to go. To McDaniel. Back outside for the long 2 jumper. Spins back out of it, no good. 15 seconds to go. We'll see if they try to get the last shot. McField's going to say no. That one rolls on her. Get inside. Near foul there by Bayer, who trying to reach in just a little much. 4 seconds here. 2, 1, going to have to get this up quick. Gets it off just in time. The shot is not going to count. They're going to keep that a travel. So 0.4 on the clock. Need a quick shot or they're just going to let it go. And that's exactly what they are going to do. 12-12 your score here on Bahakel Sports. Myers Park, Northern Guilford. We'll be right back for the second period. Back inside Myers Park Gymnasium, the NCHSAA third round. The 5 seed of Northern Guilford and the Nighthawks taking on the 4 of Myers Park and the Mustangs. Glad to have you back here on Bahakel Sports. .750 here to go in the second period, and just off the missed shot there on the outside was Harris. Rolls it around the arc. Here's a shot inside, but it looks like Jimenez Willis was knocked down. A whistle. And they're going to move that, I believe, the broom, a sweeper right there. So as it cause any trouble. Lazar from the baseline give, and she's fouled on the way up, and they're going to, again, that one to Kara Trippin. This is a team right now that can't afford really to get in any foul trouble. So shooting foul. Go ahead and send Elizabeth Wilson to the line, and she'll get it to go. Second shot is good. Cuts to the right side, tries to go up to the basket and the rim and gets it to go. Nice play there by McField. She zigzags her way and bounce pass inside. And a scramble for it inside the paint. No whistle yet, and we finally get one. And we get a timeout from Josh Evans, who calls a quick one there to hold possession with 7:07 to go, tied at 14 apiece. This is a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. And again, here as you look at the brackets, Northern Guilford, Myers Park playing the winner of Mallard Creek and Watauga. And the NCHSAA Girls 4A Basketball Tournament. Good crowd on hand tonight for our women's game. And you probably saw it a couple times on the student section side of the Mustang group. All starting to come in here a little bit. It looks like tonight they're wearing all black. Whereas last game they had a bunch of USA patriotic gear. So seems to be a blackout here tonight for Myers Park, when they're all black t-shirts and jerseys and sweatshirts. Back outside for Harris. DeLisa throws her way up to the rim and count it. DeLisa. A nice play, forcing herself to the rim, and she has the opportunity to perfect the three-point play and extend Northern Guilford's lead here. How about an offensive rebound back? How about not a three-point play, make that a 4-point play and a 4-point lead for the Nighthawks. Rattles her way up. McDaniel was all open by herself. She's been a sharp shooter. Surprised she didn't take that shot. And Lassiter had two players going both different directions. Throws right in the middle, and I believe one thought the other it was their ball, and ends up being a turnover and going out of bounds. 6:19 to go. 4-point lead. Nighthawks looking to extend their lead. McField almost had that ripped away. DeLisa now will hand outside to Bayer. Around the arc they go. 6:05 to go, and tripped up and takes a hard fall to the ground. And they're going to give that one and call it on McDaniel. Took a hard ground to the floor. Bayer now, she gets tripped up. That one goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay here, as that one was just tipped before it went out of bounds. .5:57 to go. Northern Guilford right now with their largest lead of the game. They're back-to-back possessions with points. Here's a long three on the way, and just bricks that on the shot. Northern Guilford been trailing majority, if not all of this game until the last minute or so. Lasser tries to cut in, and that goes off the leg of Melina DeLisa. And a foul. Going back the other way, they're going to call that one on Lassiter. And Josh Evans, a little Tiger Woods fist pump. He's excited about what his Nighthawks team is doing as they're on a little bit of a run right here. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout that's going to be called here by Barbara Nelson. Too many turnovers right here by the Mustangs, something that she does not like. This is a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here for now before we get to our first under 4 media timeout. With 5:28 to go, Myers Park, like we talked about, leading majority of this game. Northern Guilford clawing their way back. They're only down by 6 points at most. And they've gone now on an 8-2 run to take the lead. So as the Mustangs start to make their way back out, the Nighthawks will set up shop on their own end to see if they can extend their lead even more. It's the Myers Park team that was not down by a lot to the majority of their Porter Ridge game. They really turned it on in that second half. Only down as much as 2, but never really could grasp the lead in that game. Here's a turnover back the other way is Truesdale. Truesdale on the right side, use that right hand and cuts in, and that's exactly what makes her an 1,000-point player over her career here at Myers Park. Back to within 2. We're going to spin back out of that one is Harris. Trippett, who had a three-pointer there earlier. And a turnover. Cutting to the basket. Having a nice how you doing right there, but couldn't get it to go. Up and under. Back the other way. Too much on that one. And back out. Nice, but back out to that move by Lassiter. Cutting to the basket there. Was going up for the shot. Brought the ball under and tried to rip it back up on the glass. Just put a little too much on that second attempt while she was in midair. Couldn't get it to go, though. 3:55 to go. 18-16 is your score. The Nighthawks in black. Myers Park in white. And Myers Park will go to the free throw line now for a couple jump shots from the free throw line. So Reese Wilson now at the line. Reese Wilson gets it to go. And we have a tie game, and we have a break. 18 apiece, 3:50 to go right here from Myers Park Gymnasium. You're watching Bahakel Sports TV. Back inside Myers Park Gymnasium here on Bahakel Sports, the NCHSAA third round between Northern Guilford and Myers Park. Tied at 18 apiece with 3:50 to go. So now, the Nighthawks will toss this one in here from their side. With 3:40 to go. Back outside, Truesdale almost had a hand on that one. She will put McField there on the ground. Bounce passes it back out, and they will hold on to it. And then I'll call that a double dribble. So when she did pick that up, she waited, tried to keep it bouncing. She said, try to take off with it, but double dribble is the call. Reese Wilson now to the line, and she'll dish that one and lay it in. Off transition back the other way. Here comes the Nighthawks. Long ball on the way by McField. That can't go. How about this? Reese Wilson going to the basket. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound and a jump ball en route on the way up. But it will stay here with the Mustangs as they hold on and grasp onto a 2-point lead. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound back inside. Wilson, offensive rebound again. Can't get it to go. And McField had enough. She'll take it back out. She'll stretch this, a 2-on-1 to the rim, and can't get to go. Gets her own rebound, back on the basket, and puts it in. All Lena McField. And that shows you exactly why this Nighthawks team really relies on her and what she can do for this team. Truesdale on the spin move by herself back inside, just like we talked about. We were waiting on it. Shayla McDaniel being open there on that baseline. Truesdale found her there. Myers Park back out to a 2-point lead. Dribbles to the left. Tay McField was looking for a foul. She's not going to get it. Lasser back the other way. As that one goes out of bounds, they knock it out. Alexander's now going to come in for Lassiter. Something we've seen McField do a lot of. Try to cut inside, use that right foot, try to dig into the court just about. Myers Park stands strong. Zone defense now by the Nighthawks. But not before they calls another foul. Just under 2 minutes to go. 22-20. Barner now will give that one up. Can't get it to go and fall. Throws this one back out. Finds Harris. Harris now gives back out McField for three. Can't get it to go. Almost got her own rebound. Barbara Nelson was looking for a foul. She's not going to get it. Battle for the ball. They're going to call a jump ball. No. On the ground now. They will call a jump ball. Barbara Nelson was looking to have her team try and throw that ball out, not just hold it right there with the possession arrow not in their direction. Setting the play up now here is DeLisa. Minute 15 to go here in the second period. The third round of the NCHSAA Women's Basketball Tournament. Here's a baseline drive. It cuts it back out. That one's stolen away. McDaniel driving to the basket and lays it in. What a drive by McDaniel. It extends the lead for the Mustangs. It gets the crowd on their feet. They're liking what they're seeing. Bayer, who cuts it back out, gives it to McField. You can feel the crowd's energy now involved. McField spin move out of it, and a foul is called, and Barbara Nelson can't believe it. They're going to call that on McDaniel. Almost went out, but Truesdale is going to be the one that comes out. Throws the one deep pass outside, finds Bayer. 35 seconds to go. We'll see what they do right here. And no rush. McField isn't afraid to take the drives inside. On the zone defense, long shot outside for three, not there. Try to wrestle for her own rebound, can't get it to go. Almost picked off the other way. My McField takes her time to the basket and just easily with someone right on her lays it in. To try and get the last shot, Reese Wilson for the three. Can't get it to go. 24-22 is your score. We'll be right back for the second half, or make that the halftime break here from Myers Park Gymnasium. Back inside Myers Park Gymnasium. Welcome to the Downer Law Firm halftime report. Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Charlotte's hometown legal team. If you are injured, call the Downer Law Firm. Your score right now, 24-22. Myers Park is on top as we almost get set here for the second half. But first, we have a nice little feature here starring Charlotte Catholic's Bahakel Thomas. Enjoy.
Bahakel Thomas stands 6'5". She's the tallest player Robert Conrad has ever coached.
I'll stand on a chair if I need to get her attention.
While her name grabs enough attention on its own, it's also her height.
My mom is Ecuadorian, so it's a family name, which you wouldn't assume because my mom's really tall and you don't expect that coming from a Hispanic normally.
Naturally, basketball became a part of her life at an early age.
So Blanca was probably 7, 8 years old. Tried to move her up to the 10-year-old group. She was a head taller than everybody else still.
But it did not always have a place in her heart.
Like, I didn't feel the love I do for it now back then.
Her tune changed during the pandemic when she took the time to take her talent to new heights. Raw talent gets you notoriety, and with it, added pressure.
When I walk into a building, it's like everybody's like, oh, like, you know, then no one sees this often, and so you're expected to perform at a certain level. So when I feel like I'm not meeting that expectation, it definitely takes a toll on it mentally.
While she's been working hard on the hardwood, there is still much to work on to keep her skills tight.
There are not a lot of Blancas out there in the state at all, if probably none. And from the time she was a freshman till now, she's got 2 people, 3 people guarding her sometimes. And so she's really been, more patient. I think we've seen a big jump this year and just in her, the mental side of her game.
Blanca came into her senior season with her future intact after committing to Chapel Hill. The sense of security allows her to take the pressure and blinders off of her box score.
I was just always trying to be perfect, but that's why this year I've really taken a step back to look at the whole picture and just realize it's not everything. You can affect the game in so many different ways.
Reporting in Charlotte, Jack Taylor, Bahakel Sports.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that. Good stuff there on Bahakel Thomas and Charlotte Catholic. Wish her all the best. Just under 4 minutes to go before we get the second half underway. Myers Park 24, Northen Guilford 22. We'll be right back as the Downer Law Firm halftime. Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Charlotte's hometown legal team. If you are injured, call the Downer Law Firm. Taking a look at your score here, 24-22, as both teams starting to make their way back on to kind of knock some rust off right here from the halftime and to get going. 24-22 is your score. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here early on. See Alexander back over to McDaniel, who has been a playmaker pretty much all game long. And the last game they did play, but it's all right here. It's McField. McField with the assist there on that three-pointer by Olivia Bayer. But McField has been one all night long to really kind of split the gap and get involved. And another one right here by Delisa. She's also been pretty noticeable thus far tonight for the Nighthawks. And right there, McField trying to little zigzag left and right. Nice rainbow shot, puts it in. And then again, right there, Truesdale running to the basket. She's been involved all game long. So big for her. We'll see what she can contribute to. Only just over a minute before we get going. 24-22 is your score. We'll be right back. Back inside Myers Park Gymnasium here on Bahakel Sports TV. Thank you, fans, for tuning in to the Downer Law Firm halftime report. Time to get the second half underway. 8 minutes, 16 minutes overall to decide who moves on to the fourth round of the NCHSAA Women's Basketball Playoff Series. And it's all going to start pretty much where we've kind of had the first half end, a bunch of jump balls, and we've seen that here on the early going. The student section pretty much all but arrived. Here, check out the second half of this women's team. Getting inside. Oh, McDaniel, nice hand getting inside. Offensive rebound back over here. Bayer cuts it back outside for three. That one hits the front of the iron on the shot there by Spruill. Or make that trip it, excuse me. Shot inside, gets it to go. Alexander. A nice shot there to extend the lead for Myers Park. Shot three on the way, and gets it to go. Kara Trippett from outside the arc makes it a 27-26 lead. A minute into play, gets their second three-pointer of the night. They're looking for a travel, and Josh Evans was not too pleased. Wanted that one. Here's Truesdale inside. Inside by herself, the back alley feed to Lassiter, and Lassiter lays it in. A lot of back and forth action. 1 point lead on both sides. Fans getting their money's worth here. That one was knocked out of the air and deflected by McDaniel. Here comes Truesdale, and she just hands it right over. Thought her teammate was coming up, but it was Harris that was inside. She'll give it inside to Trippett, and Trippett will lay it in. Now Northern Guilford back in the lead, but looked like Truesdale thought her teammate was springing up behind her. Handed it right to Harris. And a foul inside. Josh Evans all the way nearly out to midcourt. Doesn't like that call. Thought it should have been a travel. .606 to go. At the line is Barner. Barner to take the lead. Got it. Here goes DeLisa. DeLisa now zigzags back out, finds Bear. Bear long three from McField. Can't get it to go too much on the iron, and have a whistle down inside. Possibly touch the top of the backboard. Lasser trying to set up a play. Man defense now by the Nighthawks. A lot back and forth between zone and man pretty much all night by the Nighthawks. And trying to get her hand inside was Bear, as it looked as if Barner wasn't ready. Barner now throws it inside, and just getting her foot on it there was Trippett. Back to the way by McField. McField gets it to go. 1 point lead, and Northern Guilford is back in front, and a 30-second timeout is called by Barbara Nelson. With 5:25 to go, so it is a timeout. We will keep it here with you. We've not yet reached the under 4 media timeout. So here we go. Barbara Nelson getting her squad all set up here. And the student section, you see on their hand, as we mentioned last week, or should be Friday night, all in USA gear, red, white, and blue. Now wearing all black. They're blackout here tonight, apparently, in the student section. If you were around for the men's game that is coming up next between Independence and Myers Park, but you'll join us then on Bahakel Sports. But the student section, they were loud all night, and they've been contributing here to the women's team here as well. McDaniel for Lassiter, inside, cuts up, dishes that one high, can't get it to go, almost like a volleyball style, try to knock that one back out. Offensive rebound. Here's Lassiter springing to the basket. In a lot of back and forth here so far. Now Myers Park back in the lead. Spin move inside, throws that one up, can't get it to go. Back the way McDaniel, and one. So McDaniel, one of our players to watch, will knock it in to try and get a 3-point play. Doesn't get it to go, and McField now is there on. Down by 3. Was it the longest lead of the night so far with how much back and forth action we've had. Inside by herself, have to go behind the bat to catch that one, a little too much on it. But a nice dish from McDaniel, or should we make that McField, who gives it inside to Trippett for the score. 1 point lead, 4:23 to go. McDaniel asking for the pick, but instead gives it to Truesdale. Back to McDaniel. Nice dish outside for Lasser. Had her foot on the line. That one rattles out. Offensive rebound on the way up, and gets it to go. Went way up top for that one. Extends the lead by 3 for Myers Park. McField for 3. Got it to go. Lena McField. Count it. Beyond the arc, and makes it with 3:40 to go. McDaniel now, hands off to Lassiter. Long 3 on the way. Oh, and gets it to go. Oh my, Reese Wilson. Not really known as a 3-point shooter. Gets that one to go. And a travel by McDaniel. She got the 3-pointer to go. Not going to count. And the foul is called. And I believe a timeout. So we'll take one with them for our first under 4 media timeout. 39-36. We'll be right back with Bahakel Sports TV. Tonight's Bahakel Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, your outdoor kitchen and tailgate headquarters. And by Acosta Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, the household name for quality and trust. And by Charlotte's hometown legal team. If you are injured, call the Downer Law Firm. Welcome back here on Bahakel Sports TV. I'm Ford Martin. Glad to have you here with us here for second half of play for the NCHSAA Women's Basketball Tournament. Third round tonight. Myers Park in white, Northern Guilford, and the Nighthawks in black. Here's a drive to the basket by Lassiter. Put too much on it. Couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Fouled en route. And that will go ahead and send Amani Barner to the line to extend the lead for Myers Park. .302 to go. Shot is up and good. Just off the iron and bounces his way in. And now Myers Park has her biggest lead since the first half. 5-point lead. A lot of offense on both sides. McDaniel for three as she falls to the ground. Couldn't get it to go. She had a three-pointer on the last possession, but she was called for traveling. Here's Reese Wilson. Can she go 2 for 2? No. Offensive rebound. McDaniel spins her way up. Can't get it to go. And hit from behind on the basket. Make that the rebound. It will stay here with Lassiter and the Mustangs. Lassiter throws. That one's bobbled around. Picked up. Cross-court pass. Lassiter almost kept that in. I swore that one was going to go into the crowd, but that was kept in. .219 to go. Bayer. Out for Trippett. This is a squad that's been out here for a long time. McField will hold. McField springs her way to the basket, and she'll draw the foul. They're going to call that on Amani Barner. That is her second. McField, and they're going to call McField on a travel. That's back-to-back traveling calls on McField. And a costly turnover there, where now the Mustangs can extend their lead even more. A little full court press. So Josh Evans doesn't want to use very much considering their depth, that is. Here's a spin around shot. Gets it to go. It's Truesdale. And a whistle by Josh Evans. Give her team a little bit of a break. They need one as a squad that's been out there for a long time, almost the majority of this game. So a timeout is called. Saw right there on that shot. Truesdale. And a timeout with 1:35 to go. 43-36 is your score. And see it right there, Barbara Nelson trying to draw up a play. See right there, the winner of tonight's game will go on to play the 8 or the 1 seed of Watauga or Mallard Creek. Josh Evans getting his squad fired up. with 1:35 here to go. Again, thank you for joining us here on Bahakel Sports TV. Give a huge credit to our camera crews all around us, our producers. Doing a nice work behind the scenes to bring you the action here tonight. Bounce pass inside, near costly turnover there by Trippett, try to get it out. McField, who's been called for a couple travels in this game. Josh Evans trying to get her to move around. Long three on the way. Gets it to go and count it. Nice shot by Trippett. Gets it within three. Make that four. That's a big basket. Some back outside, drive into the lane, and gets it to go. Nice right hook shot by Barner. 6-point game, 47 seconds to go here in the third. Jasmine Harris outside, a Bear. Long shot by McField for three, can't get it. And no one is there on the offensive rebound. That's something where the Mustangs have been beat, and all alone by herself was Barner, and now Myers Park starting to pull away a lead of 8 that ties their biggest of the game. McField now for three. This one is short and airballs it. And something right now we're not seeing the Nighthawks do is offensive rebounds, which is something that's been a killer for the Mustangs. They've been able to do that on the ground by herself. It's going to leave Lasseter by herself downside. Can't get it to go. Oh, my goodness. What a fake by Lasseter. As it looked like right there, DeLisa, before the horn went off, tried to slap it away, got faked out. Lasseter turned around and got the score. What a play by Lasseter. Can they extend their lead more? We'll find out when we're right back. Laura Lasseter putting on the moves as she had earlier on a move where she was inside, got tripped up inside with Jasmine Harris. Tried to fake the shot, turned around, and got it to go. And had a nice shot to extend the lead for Myers Park. 10, their biggest of the night. And now another turnover down here inside by Northern Guilford. 7:39 to go. A spot on the line to go to the fourth round. Battle for the ball inside. Good offensive rebound, something they've been lacking lately. Three on the way. No, not there. Offensive rebound. Third time's a charm? No, not there. Fourth time's a charm? Not there. Can't get it to go, but turns the ball over. No, they're going to say it's going to go with the Mustangs. It looked as if Reese Wilson had a hand on that ball. She did not. So 4 shots. And that's something that probably Josh Evans was talking about right there is offensive rebounds. That's something the Mustangs have been killing Northern Guilford on. We'll see what they do here. Lassiter almost lost it, goes out of bounds and stays with Myers Park. Lassiter cuts back. McDaniel's there. McDaniel now dishes it back out. Finds Truesdale. Truesdale all alone for Wilson. Airballs that one. Rebounded by Bayer. Northern Guilford and the Nighthawks, they need a big strike. Pump fakes on the three. Finds McField. McField runs to the basket, throws her way up, and lays it in. Within 8. 6:20 to go. From Myers Park Gymnasium in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City. Myers Park looking to move on. 19-game winning streak for Northern Guilford. Trying to extend that. Truesdale stuck. A jump ball. No, a reach in. Wow. Could have swore that one was a jump ball, but they're not going to call it. They're going to call that one a foul. And this is going to go ahead and, I believe, send, it's going to send Mustangs to now they're going to have the ball. Inside, Truesdale goes up and doesn't get it to go. Took a while. 5:46 to go. Northern Guilford needs points, need a big strike. 3 on the way. They got a big strike from the corner. Lena McField, and they're within 5. Barner now hands it over to Lassiter, all alone inside, and gets it to go. DeLisa now, as McField tries to set her partner up. McField been very successful beyond the arc tonight, as has the entire Northern Guilford squad. McField now cuts inside, sidesteps, gets it to go, and 1. McField on back-to-back possessions with back-to-back points, and tries to see if she can make it 3 here for the trifecta. A lot of folks inside Myers Park Gymnasium wearing a lot of purple on this near side, and gets it to go. The 3-point play is there. 4-point game, 4:57 to go. You feel the intensity starting to ramp it up inside. Lassiter under strong force by DeLisa. Battle for the ball inside. Truesdale tries to keep it going, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to keep it on the floor. And just about all night long with these refs have certainly heard it. But the squad in purple behind us. Lassiter outside for 3. Got it! Oh no, she didn't go. It went through. Swore from this side, from our vantage point, like it went through, not even just kissing the net. Airballs that one back the other way. 51-47. 4:19 to go. Battle forward inside. That one's taken back the other way. Here's Trippett. And that's fouled en route. So Truesdale, that's her second. To get it within 1 possession. Got it. Down by 3. And can't get the second one to go. Battle for it inside, throws it up, and bounce outside. Stays at 3. 4:02 to go. Barner, bounce pass inside, getting a hand on it. There was Bayer, tries to go up, can't get it to go. DeLisa all alone, 2-on-1 developing inside. Oh, and knocked away. Reese Wilson got a hand on it. And I believe a substitution timeout. No substitution timeout. They call it off. But it will be our first under 4 media timeout. 51-48, 3:48 to go. We'll be right back. We've been talking all night about Laura Lassiter. It's time to start talking about Reese Wilson and this nice defensive play right there as Kara Tippett was going up for it. As Kara Tippett couldn't get it to go because she had Reese Wilson all over her. Not the Reese Wilson you're thinking of. But nice play inside by her to break that up. 3:48 to go. 51-48. Myers Park in all white. Northern Guilford in all black. Student section on their feet for Myers Park. Cuts out. 3 on the way to tie the game. Can't get it to go. Nearly on offensive rebound, but picked up there by Laura Lassiter. Lassiter now. Bounce pass inside for Barner. Reese Wilson finds Lassiter inside. Can't get it to go. She was wide open. Just put a little too much on it. 3 minutes to go. 3 on the way to tie the game. Not there. $2:45 to go. McDaniel. With 2:25, 51-48. Back outside for Truesdale. Truesdale holds on to it. And a whistle and a timeout. 2:15 to go. They're going to use their second one. Make that their third one. They have 2 remaining. This will be a full with 2:15 to go. Very good fans, tonight's Bahakel Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, your outdoor kitchen and tailgate headquarters. And by Acosta Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, the household name for quality and trust. And by Charlotte's hometown legal team. If you are injured, call the Downer Law Firm. 2:15 to go, 51-48. I'm Ford Martin, here from inside Myers Park Gymnasium on Bahakel Sports TV. Thank all the fine folks helping out in the broadcast here tonight. Great crowd on hand as a chance to move on. And shaping up to be, frankly, a good one inside here. So 2 timeouts remaining for Myers Park, 3 left for Northern Guilford. Both teams have 2 team fouls each. So here we go. Lassiter. Hands off now, finds Barner. Both sides squad have been out there a long time. DeLisa now on Lassiter. DeLisa back for Lassiter. Really taking their time here. Lassiter cuts right. Outside. And a whistle. Lassiter along the baseline has someone springing forward inside, gets it to go. Extends the lead to 5. Northern Guilford needs points on this possession. Here's a 3 on the way. Not be able to go. Offensive rebound. Going up, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, battle for it inside, all alone. Thought about it for 3. Instead is going to drive to the basket. Can't get that to go. Off of Truesdale, out of bounds. Northern Guilford had multiple opportunities to get a shot. Had a couple wide open looks for the 3s, did not take it. Minute 16 to go. Lobs that one out. Finds Harris. Takes a 3 instead. That shot rattles out. That's the 5th missed 3 in a row by Northern Guilford. Not taking the 2s inside, instead of taking the long 3s. Minute to go. Points here is huge for the Mustangs. No shot clock. We'll see how the Nighthawks respond here defensively if they try to get a foul to time. The foul, and they do. And Josh Evans is not happy getting on Bayer to foul. Reese Wilson now will throw. Streaking inside is Lassiter. Gets it to go. 7 points. And Northern Guilford needs a big one right here this possession. Bayer now. Got to shoot. Got to shoot quick. Taking a lot of clock off here. Spins it back out. Back outside for McField. Got to take a long 3. Gets it to go. Fouled on a 3-point shot. But a lot of time scrubbed off. So 3 shots here by McField. It'd be good to get points, but she desperately needs to make all 3 here to really have a chance of staying in this game. There's 1 of 3. Gets it within 6. No matter what, it will stay a 2-possession game. Within 5. 24.0 on the clock. Now, do you miss this on purpose? Within 4. And a timeout by Josh Evans. .0 to go. 55-51 is your score. And we have a good one cooking up here inside Myers Park Gymnasium on the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. The winner of this will take on Watauga versus the 8th seed of Mallard Creek. Northern Guilford, 19 games in a row they have won. Myers Park only lost 2 on the year. 2 heavyweights going at it. Long with standing records on the line. Does Myers Park extend, or does Northern Guilford have a miracle left in them? Do you foul? And they foul Reese Reese Wilson. Not Reese Witherspoon, I'll tell you that. 21.8 to go here. Now, no matter what, this will stay at a 2-possession game, but she can extend it to make it 6. First shot is on and no good. Reese Wilson to put it at 5. Doesn't get it to go. Offensive rebound, question? No. Gets it to go. 18 seconds. 18 seconds. DeLisa needs a shot quick. Needs to put it up. McField is under pressure, and they're not going to call a foul. No foul is called on McField, and they finally foul Lassiter. .6 to go. Lassiter hearing start the buses by the student section. Lassiter can't get it to go. I think that works in their favor. It is still a 4-point game, and a timeout is going to be called by Myers Park and Barbara Nelson. .55-51. And what a game we have here inside Myers Park Gymnasium. Northern Guilford trying to avoid their first loss in 20 games. So let's see what happens here on this free throw. For the Mustangs. If they make it, do we see a quick timeout by Josh Evans? Let's see. Laura Lassiter, one of our players to watch. In pregame. At the line. One shot. Got it to go. 5-point game. Needs to go quick. 6 seconds. 4 seconds. Got to put it up. Got to put it up. Shot at the buzzer. Not going to go. And the Mustangs advance. They take you home. 56-51 in front of the home crowd. And a huge win by Myers Park and the Mustangs. They will advance 56-51. That's your score. Thanks, fans, for tuning into today's game. We appreciate it. From our entire Bahakel Sports team on Bahakel Sports TV, I'm Ford Martin saying good night. We'll see you next time. Myers Park wins 56-51.